Hey guys, happy Monday. So a little bit of being vulnerable here. Let's change the word. I can't say it, can't talk today. So come get ready with me and let's chat this morning. Yes, I look like a hot mess, and no, I have not even started getting ready for the day yet because I've been up since about 5 o'clock doing other things. So I think it's about time to wash my face, fix my hair, and put on some makeup. What do you think? Hey, Jenna, actually, I'm glad you're on because I'm going to be sharing something you shared with me over the weekend, and I can't wait to tell people about it. But I wanted to show you something, so I'm going to take my glasses off, and I'll try to put them on every so often and read the comments. So thanks for hopping on. So, yes, come get ready with me. My hair's wet, so it's going to look a little crazy for a little bit, but I have changed up some of my beauty products in the morning. Well, for the whole day, really, quite honestly. And I wanted to show you what my day looks like now. I did a video a few months ago about how I get ready, and I've had people asking me again, do another. So here it is for those of you who have been waiting for this. If you catch this on the replay, that's perfectly fine. Just type replay. If you are on live and find value out of watching me go bareface and then show you how to put makeup on, give me some love, give me some hearts, and let me know that this is valuable to you. So just kind of to preface this a little bit, I'm going to be talking about lots of different things, so you don't want to miss a second of it. Used to before, and this is even a couple months like before May, when I would get ready in the morning time, this is what would happen. I would take a shower, wash my face. I'm a soap and water girl. I know lots of you do not agree with that, and that's okay. That's just my routine, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if your routine's different, nothing wrong with that either. Haters gonna hate, and we all love each other. So I'd wash my face with soap and water, and then I would get out, and I would put a toner, a moisturizer, blah, 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 lots of different things. And by the time it was time for me to put on my foundation, I had already used like 6 products. And that is entirely way too many. And I know many of you are just like me, and you don't have time for that. Your time is very precious and very valuable. And I really appreciate you spending your time with me because I understand the value of that. So in May, something came out that I was very skeptical to try. Now, as you know, the company I'm with is all about gut health. You hear me talk about gut health and how important that is. Weight loss is a side effect sometimes, but that is not the whole premise to the company I'm with. Gut health and a healthy lifestyle and being here long enough to enjoy our children and our grandchildren and our friends. That's what I do. So our company came out with skincare. When they came out with skincare, I thought, what? How is that going to align with our principles and values? Well, let me tell you. I figured that out real quickly, that not only do we have to worry about how healthy and clean our gut is on the inside, our skin is also a layer that we have to worry about bacteria, gut health, and cleanliness. So the Plexus decided to come out with a product that is clean. And I've tried everything out there and didn't really like the things I've tried. Too many steps, and they did not have results. And I've done a lot of different things. And so the new product that came out is called Joy On. It's my favorite product now, and I'm going to show you why. So in the morning now, and this is live and in your face. Hello, hey. So in the mornings, I wash my face with soap and water, and I do 3 pumps of the morning serum, and that's it before I put on my foundation. And I'm going to show you how far this stuff goes. It's non-greasy. It smells amazing. And one of the best things about it is I have enough to do my neck, my forehead, and you just see it just covers. It has a citrus smell in the mornings, which I love. One thing I've noticed about it, and again, ladies, I'm going to be real with you this morning. I'm going to show you some things on my face that most people, I don't really like for them to see this. So I'm going to show it to you. And just that quickly, it has soaked in. It has a revolutionary lipodermal system that helps it absorb into your skin faster. And it's dry. I mean, just that quick, I'm ready to put on my makeup. Now, the nighttime serum, I love it. It has some things that can kind of help with the fillers and the wrinkles and things, but I love that, but it takes a little bit longer for it to dry. The smell on that is really good too. But that's the morning. I mean, my face is ready for makeup. Now, before, I would use like 6 or 7 or more products. I'd have a pore minimizer, a toner, a moisturizer, like I said, a lot of different things. But I want you to look at something. Now, this is real. This spot here on my face and these spots, I have pretty extensive sun damage on my face, and I've battled that for years. I love the sun. Even though I use a 50 plus sunscreen, I still have sun damage. So one of the things I noticed is I had some hyperpigmentation under my eyes that have gone away. And these age spots and sunspots, they were very, very dark. As a matter of fact, this one was completely solid. And I don't know if you can tell, but already in the middle, and I've been using these products daily since May, already in the middle, this pigmentation is going away. That is so exciting to me because I've tried everything. Chemical peels, laser microneedling, all kinds of different things, and have not had this kind of results. And they're fading, and it's not perfect, but it is getting there. And one thing I notice is my skin is very soft and very toned, and I like that. A lot of the fine lines in this area have gone away. I still have my smile lines, and I want to keep my smile lines because I read somewhere that while I do this, I hadn't had my pink drink yet this morning, so bear with me. But I read somewhere recently that smile lines, when you smile in the corners of your eyes, can tell whether it's a genuine smile or somebody's giving you a fake smile. So I don't want those to go away because when I smile at you, I want you to know that I'm really sincere. My smile is genuine. I love my friends. I love you guys for hopping on. So anyway, it dries very quickly. The great thing about that also is if you are the only one using it in your house, this morning serum and the PM serum is going to last you for 60 days. Now, nothing I have used in the past has lasted quite that long. Matter of fact, it goes very quickly, and I just don't like the makeup of it. It leaves me feeling greasy, and traditionally my skin is very oily. So I have sensitive skin, so either it'll break my face out or it makes me even more oily. So it doesn't do that. And I'm going to show you what happens. But yeah, I got to have this pink drink. I normally have this, I have to tell on myself, I normally have this around 6 o'clock in the morning. And I just haven't had time today. So it's past time, and it's so good. I love it. So you'll see me sipping on that while I do this. So, okay, that's a big change. And now, let's move on to the foundation because I don't need anything else. It's dry. It was dry as soon as I rubbed it on my face. And there's not a lot of rubbing required, okay? You saw what I did. If you're just now hopping on, go back to the beginning of this. You're going to want to see this. Guys, I still am in love with my Tarte. This is probably my favorite foundation ever. Had a friend ask me Saturday, what foundation are you using now? And I will tell you, Sephora needs to pay me to talk about this stuff. But my daughter uses the Sephora foundation, and I like it too. I just haven't changed over. I still have, this lasts me a long time. But she has the Sephora pump, and it's a 12-hour foundation. It's a liquid foundation, and her coverage is really good. I would not let her wear liquid foundation until she got into high school. Well, she's in high school, and she didn't let me forget it. She was like, Mama, I need some foundation. So we went to Sephora, and they helped us with that. It is also clean foundation, so she doesn't have any breakouts. It doesn't clog her pores, so it looks really good. But I still am in love with this. Now, occasionally, I don't see my Urban Decay, but occasionally I will use the Urban Decay All-Nighter. And Jana, I know you're on, and that's thanks to you. I started using that some too. So us girls, we have to share our beauty secrets, okay? We all have to support each other looking beautiful. Some people put foundation on with their hands. Some people put foundation on with a sponge. Whatever works for you. There is no right or wrong reason, in my opinion. A lot of people might disagree with me, but I'm a brush girl. Always have been, always will be, because it just keeps me from being streaky. But y'all watch this. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, this is what I have, and I'm going to show you how far this will go for coverage. Now, it looks really thick right now. This is not a thick. It is a full coverage, but it's not as thick as you would think. And it doesn't feel thick at all. It's very light. It's not oily. It just covers all my blemishes the way they need to be covered. So, sorry, it's hard to talk and make sure I get this even at the same time. So what do you guys use? What is your foundation? Put in the comments what you are currently using for foundation. I know a lot of my friends are using stuff they can get at the drugstore. That's okay too. There's nothing wrong. You have to figure out what works for you. And this is just my go-to. Jana, you know I got to put my glasses on to read that. You know I can't see it without my glasses. What kind is that? The Tarte. This is, again, I have to put my, this is the 12-hour Amazonian clay. So it lasts longer than 12 hours. When I put it on earlier, now today I'm late putting my makeup on. Y'all, some days I don't even put makeup on anymore. That's just how great my skin is feeling. But it lasts for the entire day. I won't take this stuff off till 11 o'clock tonight, and it's still going to look this good. All right, y'all, look. All of that covered an entire side of my face. And that's one thing I've noticed with my new skincare is that my makeup is lasting longer. And y'all, makeup is expensive. I look like Too-Faced, like one side, two side. It's hysterical. That's one thing I'm noticing. I'm actually saving money in products, and that is huge to me. We all are wanting to save money. We're wanting to have good products, but we're wanting to save money. So, yes, it's funny, I know. I could be Too-Faced. I could go around town like this, right? Wrong. That would never happen. I won't even go out to the mailbox like this. But, again, that is all it takes to cover 2 times, and it lasts forever. And that actually was a little bit more than I needed on that side because it's going to go around. It looks crazy. If there are men or children watching, you might want to send them into the other room so they're not scared for their lives and running away. But what do you guys use? I know some of you are Lancome girls, some of you are CoverGirl, some of you are Estee Lauder, Clinique. I mean, there's all kinds of brands everywhere. And you just have to find what works for you. I gotta look closer in my big mirror here. Otherwise, I have a mess. Because, y'all, we want it to be really good. Now, that's all I do with my foundation to get it on. Again, this is Tarte. It has the wooden looking lid. And when you go, this color I use is light medium honey, but my skin tone's a little different. If you go somewhere to like Sephora or Ulta or one of the stores, they will color match you, and I recommend the first time, go there and let them do that. And then you can order it even offline. I wonder, does anybody know if you can order that off of Amazon? I'm sure you can because you can get everything off of Amazon. All right, so the next thing I do is this sponge, and it looks bad, the case looks bad, but it keeps it clean. And I just go around the edges just to blend. That is all I'm using this sponge for, is to blend the edges, because I struggle. I don't know if you're like this, but I struggle with having lines, like makeup lines, because my neck and my face without makeup are the same color, but when I put makeup on, my skin is very fine, and so my neck doesn't match. And so I have to kind of work on my neck, believe it or not, more than anything. So we want to smooth all that out, and I will go around my nose. If you see me around town, that's one thing you will notice. I sometimes have a red nose. This is embarrassing too. I have a red nose sometimes. My sinuses and allergies kind of make me have to wipe my nose a lot, so I look like Rudolph. But anyway, it covers good. If I didn't rub my nose so much, it would stay on my nose too. All right, so the next thing, you know, I was talking about how I love Sephora products. Well, the next thing I do after I kind of smooth it in is I use the Sephora, this is called, I'll read it exactly to you, Sephora Compact. It's just a matte compact, and I think this is a 12-hour too. I love Sephora's products. Their store brand. They are really, really good products, and a lot of people don't realize that. Like when they go into Sephora or Ulta, they bypass the store brand for something else, and y'all, it's the same stuff, just with a different label. Let's see, I got a question here. If you do light self-tanner on your neck, you won't have that problem. Yes, for sure, Jana. But now, okay. So Jana and I have this funny story to tell. So next I have my kabuki brush, and I put on the pressed powder. It's a matte powder, like I said, because remember I said I get a little oily sometimes. So the last time I was at Jana's house, she introduced me to self-tanner. Well, this girl made a mess of the self-tanner. I turned my ankles the splotchiest splotch of orange you've ever seen. It was terrible. I didn't do it right because I didn't know how to do it. So one thing, I have used self-tanner on my face before, but I'm going to show you what I have to do. And it kind of helps me too. But the self-tanner is another fix. And I see you laughing, Jenna. You know what I'm talking about. You saw what mess I made, and there was no undoing that mess. Okay, so I put the matte pressed powders with a kabuki brush on next. And totally getting ready when I get ready from shower to finish is about 45 minutes total. And that's even blow drying my hair. And I have really thick hair. So the next thing I use is a Too Faced bronzer. I only use this during the summer because my chest and my neck do not match. So this one has a little bit of shimmer to it, and I love this one. This one's a chocolate one, I think. Yes, dark chocolate Soleil. So this is from Too Faced. Now, again, you can find a bronzer everywhere you shop. It doesn't have to be Too Faced. This just happens to be the one I use. I use a lot of different ones, but this one you can pick up a bronzer anywhere. I wouldn't splurge. If you're on a tight budget, don't splurge on a name brand bronzer. Buy a cheap one. And to me, I splurge on my foundation. That's probably the most important thing to me. So if you're going, you got to figure out, what do you want most? Do you want coverage? What do you want with your makeup? How do you want it to look? So I will splurge on my foundation because that's important. But the rest of the stuff, you can pick it up anywhere. And so I just have a different brush for this because it can be dark. And you have to be careful with this, okay? Bronzers, try it out on your arm first because bronzer can be really highly pigmented, which means it goes on very dark. This one is not. That's why I like it. But again, you can buy bronzer everywhere. I do my cheekbones a little bit with this one. Kind of like contouring. And then guess what? Neck. I get my neck really well. You like how I sound when I'm doing that? That's like holding your face in front of a box fan. So I do my neck with that to blend it a little bit more. Okay, done with that. Easy peasy. And y'all, so I want to stop here and look at my foundation. Now you saw the before with right after I had put on my Joy On, and now look. And I can't stress to you enough, I have all these products that I don't use, and I got rid of a lot of them, but my Benefit Pore Minimizer is gone. My toner is gone. My concealer, y'all. I paid lots of money for a concealer. I don't have to use it anymore. I contour a little bit, but I'm going to show you how I contour. I don't go crazy with the contour. I do have the Kat Von D's contour. It's called Shade and Light, but I've had this one for a while and it looks kind of nasty on the inside. But the only colors I use, you can see I used all the other ones, but I like this one. And this is hyper pigmented. This one, you don't need a lot. So there you go. And I have to be careful on this side because I don't know why, but on this side of my face, it is always darker. I don't know if you have that kind of problem. So that's all I do with that. Contour's done. Now, if I'm going on date night or something, I might contour here in other areas, but for everyday purposes, I ain't got time for that. Remember, we're just trying to make ourselves look nice and polished. So I'm so glad all of you have hopped on to get ready with me. Again, normally I'm already done, but I'm running late today. The next thing I do, and your order of the way you apply might look completely different from mine, and that's okay too. There is no right or wrong reason. So you know how I love my Sephora products. This is also another Sephora palette. You can see my light ring in there. This is their highlighting palette. Now, hindsight is 20/20, they say. Had I known what I know now, I probably would have only... That's a protective film. Let me take that out. Had I known what I know now, I would have only purchased this color right here. But I didn't know what color I wanted. So I have all of these really, really great highlighting colors. You can use them as eyeshadows. You can do all kinds of stuff. I haven't, but I will. I tend to use the makeup I have. So how I put this on, I have an old foundation brush that I picked up. I don't know where I got this. Oh, yes I do. It's an Ulta foundation brush, but it works great to apply my highlighter. They make highlighter brushes. I had this, so I'm using what I have. Okay, so if you're on a budget, use what you've got. You can do this same thing. So when I highlight, I only do the cheekbone. That's it. Only the cheekbone. Now, if I'm going somewhere, if I'm going to be speaking somewhere, then I'll do my nose, but this is every day, okay? I'm not going anywhere but pickup line and back home, okay? Some days I don't even do this for pickup line. So if you see me at pickup in the afternoon and I don't spend a whole lot of time chit-chatting with you, it's not because you stink or I stink. It's just I don't have any makeup on. Oh my gosh, I love my pink drink in the morning. You know, I can always tell when I'm running behind with that. I'm a little hypoglycemic, and when it gets to this time of the day and I haven't had it, I get shaky, and I really need it to regulate my hypoglycemia. You know, to regulate my blood sugars and just to settle me down a little bit. Is anybody on here hypoglycemic? Do you know what I'm talking about? You know, that faint feeling if you don't eat in the morning times? Oh, I've had that for years. It's terrible. But if I have this in the morning, I'm okay. I don't have any issues. Okay, so where do we go next? Well, I go to my eyes. And I am in love, again, with a Sephora product. This one, you're going to laugh when I tell you what this is called. This is called Under the Covers. Okay, it sounds very risque, but it's a great shade. It's a shimmery white. And so I use that. You can tell I use it a lot. But I use that as my base for my, somebody's talking to me here. Somebody's trying to send me a message. I don't know what they're saying. I just use it as my eyeshadow base. And it lasts. Again, sometimes in the past I've used eyeshadows that it took a lot of the eyeshadow to get it on, and it would kind of crease up. I don't like either one of those. Or it might flake into my eyes. I don't like that either, and I know you don't either. I've got to take this light off, guys. It's dying, so I'm going to move it out of the way. This light I bought because I go live a lot and take selfies in dark places. The batteries do not last in this thing. This was fully charged 10 minutes ago. All right, so anyway, this Sephora product does the job, and it doesn't crease or flake for me. So I love it. I kind of stick with this color, and if you're like me, change is hard. So once I find a color I like, it really takes a lot for me to change that. I don't know if you guys are like that. But, okay, so there's my base for my eyeshadow, and I'll clean up the mess afterwards. I mean, you see I've got it under. You'll see what happens. It kind of takes care of itself. So next, I move on to my neutral colors to kind of layer my eyeshadow, and you can see this is a Sephora eyeshadow palette too. I love the Sephora products. They're inexpensive and they're very high quality. Sephora should pay me to advertise for their stuff because I tell people all the time how much I love their products, their brushes, their just everything they offer. The only thing I haven't tried for them or from them is their lipstick. And the only reason is because I love Merle Norman lipstick. That's the only reason. I have my regular that I like. And so I have not tried their lipstick, but I've tried everything else, and it's amazing. You're going to see my eyeliner in a second. I love their eyeliner too. They have a brow pencil. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's finish the eyes shadows. So I use this one. You can see which one I use a lot. This one right here. And I just go in the middle of my lid. I'm going to look in my mirror, y'all, so I can see what I'm doing. The middle of my lid, and just kind of put it on. And if you make a mistake, I mean, there's been times that I've got crazy with the eyeshadow and it's gone higher than I wanted, or lower than I wanted, or darker than I wanted. That's okay. It's not a big deal. It's just makeup. Just roll with it. There are ways to lighten it up and clean it up, and I'll show you some of those in a minute. I've learned one new trick this week that you guys are going to love. So I do it on that eye, and then I come back and do it on the other one. And all of this is just kind of, I judge it, kind of look at it and figure out what works for me. I don't know, I'm looking to see Shannon and Jana. When we were in Orlando, I was helping do their makeup, and Shannon has these amazing eyelids. She's got like these wide eyelids where you can do all kinds of layering. I do not have that luxury. I have smallish eyes, so I can't do all the fancy layering that you see on the makeup tutorials. If you're like me, give me a thumbs up or a heart. You know what I'm talking about. You don't have the canvas. You have a smaller canvas, so you have to just adjudge what's going to work great for you. All right, so you see what I've got going on there? It looks dark now, but it won't when I'm finished. So don't be afraid when you put something on that it's too dark, because chances are, I'm going to darken this one a little bit because it's not even. Okay, now I'm in love with this gold shimmer for the summer. When I got it, I thought, oh, that'll be so pretty. And it's going to be light, and it's going to be sparkly, because y'all know I like sparkly. I'm a little like Dory, like, oh, shiny. I love it. But when this went on the first time, it's actually darker than you expect. So watch what happens. I use the same brush. It's just the eyeshadow brush. So when I put this on, look at that, y'all. It's a little bit darker than what I just put on. On the palette, it doesn't look like that. And it doesn't have as much shimmer as you think either. It looks all shimmery in the palette. Someone taught me this trick. Actually, it was someone in Sephora, to kind of use your fingers and rub it in, and something about rubbing it in. Don't rub, but just kind of gently touch. Something about the heat in your fingers kind of helps it stand out. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's the story they were feeding me. So one thing I've started doing, one reason is because I need to go be threaded and I haven't had time, but it helps clean up your eyeshadow look, is I use the same palette and I use this color. And I just go like on the brow bone right here and kind of clean it up. It makes a huge difference. It just makes your eyeshadow look a little more finished. It doesn't take a lot. I know I look crazy, but what do you see? The finished product's going to be amazing. So I'm talking and explaining, so this is taking longer, I know. But you all know, next comes my eyeliner. And we've talked about this many times. This is my tried and true. I use this every single day. This is my Sephora 12-hour retractable waterproof eyeliner. This is the bomb. Now, I will not buy any other kind. This is the only kind that I have found that I love. It's a Sephora product. It's $12, and it lasts. This will last me about 3 months. It's dark like I like. This is called matte black. This color I wear. It's the color I wear every single day. I've tried other brands, other colors. I just don't like it. It doesn't go on as smooth. And I do not like pencils. I don't want to have to sharpen. So this one sharpens itself. And you're going to see it'll come up in just a second. I don't know if you can see that. The end, you can tell I've been using it. So watch, guys. I mean, I probably won't talk as much during this because I have to pay attention. So I start with my lower lid first. Do you guys have to open your mouth to do this? Or am I the only one? Like when I put on eyeliner, I have to open my mouth. I sit there with my mouth open. If there's any guys, I think I see a guy hopping on. If your wife has to put on her makeup with her mouth open, you can share. I know who your wife is. She won't be mad. Okay, guys. So that's the bottom on that one. I'll do the wing in just a second. You'll see how easy. Because someone asked me to show the wing again. And second one is, and I do go all the way in. Some people don't. That's okay. I go all the way up to that lash line. Okay, so there you go. I see a question. Let me pop these on and see what the question is. Where do you buy Sephora? All right, who is this? Okay, Miss Margie, I go wherever there's a Sephora at that I'm at. So there is a Sephora in most of the JCPenney's, and for us locally where we live, there's not a freestanding Sephora. So Waycross has a JCPenney in their mall, and they have an amazing Sephora store. The girls in there are really, really great. They know their stuff. So a lot of times I'll go over to Waycross. Valdosta, same thing. Their JCPenney's has a Sephora. Amazing. Macon does not have one. The bigger, larger cities usually have a Sephora. But for us, you're going to go to Valdosta or Waycross if you're local. That's where you would find Sephora. I love Sephora. And if you go early in the day and they're not busy, they'll give you a free makeover. Okay, that's pretty awesome. they'll redo you, and you can, and they do a good job. They don't make you look crazy. All right, so for the wing, lots of questions about the wing. Let me lower this a little bit. This is too much sticking out, and I'll break it. If you roll this up too high, you can break that. So for the wing, I mean, I just kind of figure out how wing I feel today, and I feel pretty wingy. Something about winging a Monday, winging it out. So that looks crazy, but when you do this at home, I encourage you, start with the bottom, and I just make it go up to where I stopped with the darker eyeshadow colors, okay? Let's see, there's another question. Tori, yes, girl, yes. I'm telling you, guys, these are beauty tricks that will last you and last your makeup too. Now this side, I got a little crazy, and that wing didn't turn out perfectly. You know what? It is okay. It's okay. So the best thing, my advice for you is, if you're starting out and you want to try some of this, you're going to make mistakes. That's all right. If you make a mistake, try again. If you need my help, holler. I'll help you. I am not a cosmetologist, but I love, love, love putting on makeup and helping other women put on makeup. That's kind of my jam. So this side, I really kind of messed up with that one, and that's okay. So I'm going to straighten it out, and I'm going to show you how. I don't know. Can you see me? I kind of just go over that line again and straighten it up. That's a technical term, straighten it up. Just in case you didn't know. Straighten it up is a technical term. Not only is it something we say to our kids, you better straighten up, but it's also something you have to do to your makeup once in a while, straighten it up. Oh, goodness. This doesn't normally take me this long, so I apologize, guys. Okay, so there's that one. See, and I messed it up a little bit. It's not quite as the right direction I want that wing, but it's okay. If you're inspecting the wing of my eyeliner, then we're really either really good friends, or you're be too close to me. You're standing too close. So this side, I kind of messed up that one, and like I said, that's okay. I'm going to straighten it up. Ha ha. Again, there we go. Sometimes I get the right eye lid thicker than the left, and that's what has happened today. So I'm going to go back over this one just a little bit. Does anybody know how to subtitle videos? I was trying to figure that out earlier, and I have no clue. If you know how to subtitle videos, let me know. All right, guys, so there is my eyeliner. Normally, that takes like that. It doesn't take this long, but I'm trying to look at you guys and do two things at one time. So next, a lot of times I will either do my eyebrows or my blush. It doesn't really matter. If you saw me over the weekend, 2 days in a row, I forgot this step. I was doing too many things at one time and forgot to put my blush on. This is something I had in a gift bag from Lancome. I use whatever blush I have on hand. This is an old brush I have, but it works perfect for my blush, and I love it. You know, when you get those gift sets, blush is always in there, and it's usually a shade for the season. And yes, I have to make kissy fish face. Okay, I don't really like a lot of heavy blush, but I like a little bit. So there you go. That's my blush. Now, one of the new things is brows. And I made a video, I guess it was last week, about tattooing my eyebrows. No, I am not tattooing my eyebrows, but I am using something that's called Tattoo Studio. Hold on. It's called Tattoo Studio, and I love it. I had seen this product for a long time and was very hesitant, and I was in love with a different brow product, and I stopped carrying it locally. It was something I could pick up at the local drugstore, Walmart, or the dollar store, and I can't get it anymore. And so I was really sad, and I'm like, what am I going to do? I bought this one as a replacement, and I do not like this. This looks very orange and very fake, and it's very hard. It'll draw a great line, but it doesn't blend and fill in, and I want one product. I don't want to have to use a bunch of different ones, and so this one is not for me. I don't like this. I've used it. I can't return that. That's the other thing about Sephora. If you buy something, so for example, one time I bought the wrong shade. a foundation. I opened it and used it once, and guess what? They let me return it. I could take it back and get my money back, or a different product. It didn't matter. And no, it didn't have to be store credit. So that's another great feature for going to Sephora. I bought this at Walmart. It's been opened and used, and I paid like $9 for this. I don't like it. So if anybody likes it, and I mean, I will donate this to whomever, but I have a drawer full of makeup stuff that I don't like. So I bought that. I didn't like it. And then I had this from Too Faced, and it's called Brow Quickie. I like Brow Quickie, but it's very thick, and it feels like a gel. The brush is amazing. The color is amazing, but I don't want to feel like I have gunk on my eyebrows. So I use this. This is my emergency stash. Like when I run out, this is what I'll use. It is by Too Faced, but it is very thick and like gel. So Jana, I don't know, are you still on, Jana? Jana introduced me to Tattoo Studio. Y'all, this is the bomb.com. Okay, Vic, if you're watching, take a look at this color. I don't know what this color is called, but look for this lid. I saw Vic Saturday, and she's like, what color do you use? They don't have, I think it's called soft brown, because the auburn looked a little orangey, and I don't want to be orangey. You know those people when you see them and you're like, oh, who told you your eyebrows look good? I don't want to look like that. So anyway, it comes with a handy dandy little brow brush, and so I just, don't judge. My brows are really thick and out of control. I need to go have them threaded, but I haven't been able to go see my girl in Douglas. I will hopefully one day this week. Hopefully. We'll see. Too many things going on. So anyway, so I just shape them up a little bit. And the great thing about this is it doesn't take a whole lot. I clean that brush. I see a question. Let me do this and I'll answer you. Okay. I just kind of wing this also. I wing a lot of things. I just figure out where I want them and kind of draw it on. Now, don't get crazy with this. I'm barely touching my eye. If you really press down, you're going to have a hot mess. The first time I used this, I didn't know what I was doing, and I made a royal mess. It was so bad, kind of like I just did. Okay, I just made a mess. All right, this sucker is going to look crazy today. All right, let me clean that up now. One wand will go for both eyes. But you see, look at this one. I'm out of control a little bit over here. I'm going to go back and straighten them up and blend in all of that brow tattoo. Because it's once it dries, it's on there. It ain't coming off. And I'm going to do this side. This side I got a little crazy, but maybe I can fix it. Okay. There you go. There's my brows. Just that easy. All right, let's see this question. Gosh, it's getting hot in here, y'all. Making me nervous. When I put on blush, I put a drop of vitamin E on the top of my hand. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Thanks, Angie. You are so sweet. So I do that, and then today I am not going to wear my falsies, but normally I put these on. These are magnetic lashes, and I wear them every day. I am not going to wear them today, so I'm not going to put them on. When you buy 1-2 lash, you get 2 pair. So I just don't want to wear them today. Normally I do. I had them on yesterday. If you saw me yesterday, if you saw me Saturday, I had them on. I wear them most every day. But today, I'm not wearing them. What I am going to do is use my mascara. And this is the mascara I use. You can get it at the drugstore. It is by Maybelline, and it's called the Falsy Push-Up Drama. It is waterproof, the kind I buy, and it's called Dramatic Black. I love this, and when I can't find this, I panic because it's really good. I like it. I have an eyelash curler. I don't spend a whole lot of time curling my eyelashes. I used to have very short, stubby eyelashes, and the past year, my eyelashes have been growing dramatically. And so I'm really excited about that because I've never really had great eyelashes. But you don't need great eyelashes when you can wear magnetic lashes, right? So then I just do a couple coats. I'm just going to be hanging out today doing pickup duty, and that's about it. So I just do a little bit, enough to give me some lashes. And again, I have to open my mouth for this sometimes. And one of my favorite cleanup tools, you're going to watch me use it. This is when I need to open my mouth. One of my favorite cleanup tools is a Q-tip. So when I have mascara that gets on my lid, I pull out that Q-tip and I wipe it away. If I use my fingers, I'm making a hot mess and smudging it everywhere. So, same thing for this side. Same thing, same thing, same thing. I'm not doing a whole lot, like I said. I'm not going anywhere, so why waste good, precious mascara? Mascara's expensive, y'all. Good mascara is expensive. Don't waste it. That's one thing I like about my magnetic lashes, is that I don't have to wear a lot of mascara. All right, there you go. There's the mascara. Now, whew, that's a lot of getting pretty, isn't it? Let me get a drink of my Slim. All right, y'all. Now, you know, I mentioned earlier that I've never tried Sephora's lipsticks. Well, it's because this is my go-to lipstick. I use this baby. Shout out to my Merle Norman girl in Douglas. I love you, girl. You're amazing. Go to your Merle Norman and get you a Lip Pencil Plus. This one is not a color I used to wear. This one is called Bistro Berry. I've worn Spice Sachet for years, or Sugared Plum, or Coral Rust. But Jana, again, we share a lot of beauty secrets, but Jana went looking for the Spice Sachet and found this one, and it looked so good on her. I was like, oh man, I want to try that. I didn't think it was going to look good on me because she's blonde and I'm dark. My hair is darker, so I thought it might be too pink on me, but it is not. So I love the lip pencil. I need a lip pencil because I have very, very, very thin lips, and I need some dramatic lips. So let me stop talking long enough to put this on. What do you guys use? What's your lipstick color of choice? I wear this and it'll last you. This lipstick pencil also lasts me about 3 months. And I only have to reapply if I really seriously like eat a hamburger and bite down, you know, rubbing it off. But for the most part, it stays on. So you line your lips with it and then fill in. Love it. It's amazing. All right, Jana, I hope you're still on. Jenna, you too. Jenna sent me a message yesterday on the way home from church. Well, it was from the night before. She was working. And if y'all know Jenna, she is a flight nurse. All right. So that's all I do for my makeup. Now, the next thing I have to do is blow dry this mop. But I am not going to show you how I do that. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But one thing, Jenna, where are you? She sent me a Snapchat, said she had found out this new amazing secret. And I thought, well, tell me. She wears a helmet and it's on and off, on and off. She's in that flight suit. She's in and out of the helicopter all night long. And it's hot. It's like 11,000 degrees. And she's sweating. And guys, we are, most of us in South Georgia, and it is hot. And it is sweating. And I'm sweating right now. It's so hot. And the air conditioner's running. That's just how hot it is. But she had invested in like finishing sprays. You know, things you can spray over your makeup to hold. Like that finish, give you that finished look all day. I've tried them before and I did not like them because they felt sticky. Well, she found this new tip where you go to Walmart or the dollar store, go to the travel section and buy you one of those travel cans of Tresemme hairspray. It's 99 cents. A $1 can of hairspray. And close your eyes and spray your face with that. She tried that, and y'all, I saw the end of the night with her. Her makeup was flawless. Now, y'all know she's gorgeous anyway. She's a beautiful ginger, and her makeup looked like she had just put it on. So you better bet. I don't have any Tresemme, but I'm going to get some, and I'm going to try it because if I'm out and about, y'all, I sweat. I don't perspire. I don't glisten. I sweat. I know, that's nasty, that's dirty, but it's the truth. It's real. So I'm going to try that. So you guys try it and let me know what you think. If you have any questions, please put that in the comments below. I'm going to go back and read all the comments to see what you guys what you're curious about. And if this has helped you and you have found value, give me some hearts. Give me some love. And if you didn't, well, I'm sorry. You just spent like a good little session with me getting ready. All right, y'all. I love you. Thank you for hopping on. I hope you have an amazing Monday. Go make it fabulous because we are in control of how we feel today. And I choose happiness and joy. Love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.